Hello again, Andy with Handy Andy Handyman, Handy Andy on Demand, and we're out on a project in Mableton today. The boys have been working on it for a little bit. We talk about this all the time. So here's a replacement piece. This has already been repaired once before, maybe 3-4 years ago by another contractor. And you can see they used primed wood, but what they didn't do, they didn't prime the edge right here. So they made their angle cut and they put raw wood against raw wood, and you can follow through where the rot started and went on through. And it's all over this house. Some stuff that people don't realize that we do is we make a lot of our own material. So you can see some scrap over here the guys are cleaning up. Some of this is from making a flashing plate. Here's a piece of, this is actually cardboard that Wheelan Homes used to box in the soffits on this house. It's just cardboard. It's junk, total junk. So people ask us all the time, Andy, why don't you build houses? You're so knowledgeable. Well, that's why, because if you're looking at a $500,000 house, our house would cost $750,000 for the same exact product, but it would be built right. It would be built right. You can see, looking at some of these scraps of wood that we have over here, the guys are working away. So this is a piece of window trim right here. See how it actually got termites into it and rotted it right out. So you can have Centricon systems all over your house, but if you're not caulking and back priming and sealing your wood and cleaning your gutters, that was a big problem with this house. None of these gutters were cleaned for years. And you can see, like right here, that's actually a masonite board, that corner board right there that just rotted out. And it's all over the house. When you come up over here, the guys done a lot of work on this house already. We're about 2/3 done right now. When you look at window pieces, this piece of wood right here is a sill that was up on this window above me here. I'll show you in a second. You can see how rotted out it was. So normally if we have a piece of sill that's rotted out, actually that's a piece of fascia board. I'm not sure where he has the sill, but it's somewhere here. But what we do with window sills is, like here, they've had to come in and rebuild this sill and the outside piece, the nose. When we get up here, you'll see some more of their work. You can't buy these pieces at the store. You actually have to have the skills to make them, and that's where our carpenters come in. And so you can see they haven't caulked any of this up yet. They just finished putting this together. So they've replaced this whole sill on this customer's window. They pieced in the frame in the corner, and you see the inside frame right here. See the angle cut? That wood is all back primed and sealed. It won't rot again. And we caulk it with premium caulk. We're not using White Lightning and the cheap stuff that people are buying. They've replaced this piece of stick of brick mold here. It's all back primed and sealed. So whenever you got a piece like here, this window nose right here that they've put in place, they had to make this. They break out the saws and they make this. You can't buy this at Home Depot. And it's primed and sealed at all edges, and then you're done with it. They'll caulk it all in and put it back. I just shooed them away so I could video this for a second. And then they've replaced this piece of rotted brick mold over here. And you can see in a second down here on this window, they're bouncing around the house. So we do these bids. I inspect everything from the ground, and then they may find some extra stuff when they get working. So like on that window up there, we knew the nose was rotted because it was wrinkled. If you go back to the earlier video, I had no idea that the sill was bad too. You know, a lot of that stuff, we're doing a larger project here for this customer, so some of these things he won't be charged for. You can see on this piece of trim right here, see the cut they made right here? You can barely see it right there. That's what it should look like. It's a weather cut 45. This piece of brick mold is caulked and sealed and primed and sealed all the way around. They'll touch up right here where they sanded, and then the painters will come through and paint it. You can see this side right here, another one. So almost every one of his windows had significant rot on it, so the boys are having to come through. And then this is the pressure treated plate that they cut. They hand cut this. This house is about 25, 30 years old now, and so they ran this pressure treated plate all the way around the outside wherever the deck was exterior face, like right here. So they stopped right here. And my brother will probably pick up a little side piece and step in this corner. I'm not sure what he's gonna do. This stuff here is cardboard for the most part. It's a masonite type product. And so he's gonna pull some from the chimney, back prime and seal it and replace. We got some repair issues here and one on the other side. And then they'll stain this deck, but they'll be out of here in a little bit. You can see the kid, actually this is it right here. There you go. This piece right here was the sill of that window I showed you a second ago. Look at that. And it's all because they're not back priming and sealing. Most of these windows were air stapled together. You can see a few more repairs right here. So we always ask, what's it gonna look like? You go back to the other video, this thing was rotted all the way through. This center, that's a center repair right there. That's done right. See the left side right there? Those repairs are done perfectly. You won't find that anywhere. You just won't. No one does it the way we do it. So be patient with us. It's me, my brother, and a team of 30 running all over Atlanta. It's hard to keep up. It really is. But if you want good work, it's worth waiting for. The big thing with contractors right now, I tell customers this all the time. If your contractor cannot accept a credit card, move on. Don't do business with them. You're just asking for trouble. That's just, you're doing business with the weak. They can't take your credit card. They're already in trouble financially. You don't want to deal with them. And worse than that, if it's a new relationship, you have no recourse if there's any trouble with that contractor. My brother and I have been doing this stuff for almost 30 years in Atlanta now. I'm a 4th generation contractor. We love this stuff. We really do live with it. So, you know, anything you need on a house, we do it. We're all over Metro Atlanta. So this job's in Mableton. We've got 3 or 4 going on today all over the city. We got a group over in the Lenox area. We got another group up in Marietta, another group up in Woodstock, and then this group here today. So we got stuff going on. You can reach us in the office, 770-912-2829. I'm Andy. See you at the next house. Bye for now.